I didn't know if we were going to make it, and wonderful Clark Smith came and rescued my behind because I left my device at home. And I emailed him from my computer, and I said, "Come hang out with me, meditate with me. I'm alone in the sanctuary." And he's like, comes running over and says, "I've got you." And so, thanks to Clark, we have a meditation online. So, let us settle in, and let us begin by arriving, not just in body, but in awareness. Take a slow breath in, pause, inhale again, deeper, and then exhale, releasing everything that doesn't belong to this moment. Again, you will inhale, hold, inhale deeper, and exhale. Feel how life itself is breathing through you. Continue breathing, allowing yourself to become more and more centered, more and more present, more and more aware. Tonight we gather in the presence which observes all things with love. The presence that neither condemns nor corrects, but simply knows. This presence lives through us, sees through us, is us. Let us be still and enter the moment, fully us, fully here, fully now. Within each of us, there is an awareness untouched by circumstance. It is the divine witness, the part of you that has never been wounded, never been lost, never felt separate. Let us meet that self now. Place a hand over your heart. Feel the rise and fall beneath your palm. The heartbeat. This is life being through you, as you. Be with this. Just be. Now imagine that before you there is a mirror, not one made of glass, but made instead of golden light. It shows you, not as the world has named you, not as you have named you, not as you've allowed your past to define you, but as the divine knows you. It shows you, always pure, always radiant, always whole. This is the gaze of love. Let the gaze of love rest upon every part of you. The parts you celebrate and the parts you hide. The habits, the fears, the hopes, the tenderness. Observe it all with love. Notice what happens when you stop trying to fix yourself and simply allow yourself to be observed by love. What stories begin to dissolve? And when they do, what remains? Affirm with me now, I am observed by love, and I observe myself with love. Nothing in me is unworthy of this love. I am observed by love, and I observe myself with love. Nothing in me is unworthy of this love. I am observed by love, and I observe myself with love. Nothing in me is unworthy of this love. Now bring to mind someone who has lived in the corners of your thoughts. Perhaps someone who stirs frustration, sadness, misunderstanding. See them standing before you, recognizing now that where you may have seen an opponent in truth, they are another expression of the one. Watch your judgments arise, and as they do, allow them to soften. They too are worthy of the gaze of divine love. See that golden mirror now reflecting them. Breathing fully and deeply, let your awareness expand until both of you stand as reflections inside the same field of love. Both of you in that mirror. Without denying your feelings, can you observe this person with love? Can you see the fear beneath their words, the longing beneath their defenses? Affirm with me now. As I observe others with love, I remember who I am. As I remember who I am, I free them to be. As I observe others with love, I remember who I am. As I remember who I am, I free them to be. As I observe others with love, I remember who I am. As I remember who I am, I free them to be. Ask yourself, what changes in me when I observe instead of analyze? Can I allow this person to be as they are without making them wrong in my thoughts? What does forgiveness feel like before it's spoken? Now let awareness widen again until you sense the entire world resting in this reflection of that divine love. Billions of hearts beating, oceans flowing, winds carrying prayers and expressions of joyful, grateful presence alike. One living organism of love. Imagine light circling the earth, pulsing with every heartbeat. Observe humanity with love. Observe the forests, the cities, even consciousness we may not yet recognize to be conscious in the environment, the spaces in which we live and work, the spaces where we learn and express, the everything within and without our lives. All are threads of one radiant tapestry. Nothing is outside of this love. Bring the whole world into your reflection of love. Bring the stars and all the planets. Bring all that ever was and all that ever will be into this vision of love. Recognize that as you do, you behold all as it truly is, shining and beautiful in every way. You see the universe through God's eyes. As we prepare to return our awareness to this room, let us ask ourselves, can I allow myself to be loved as I am before I change anything? What if every mistake I've made was simply love crying out within? How will I observe the world tomorrow? Through love or through fear? And now we're ready to fully step back into life, aware and whole, remembering the new awareness we've awakened to and eagerly looking forward to demonstrating it in our lives. Feel your feet upon the ground. Feel the pulse of the earth rising to meet your own. The loving observer within you is not separate from the one within all others. Everywhere you look, God is looking back. When you are ready, you may open your eyes or rest in the quiet. It's up to you. Now that we're all here and we're all present and awake and aware, let's really engage this meditation in our waking minds. Would you please repeat these affirmations after me? I am the loving observer. I am the loving observer. I see through the eyes of the divine. Every form I behold is love and is loved. Beloved presence, thank you for these eyes through which you behold yourself. As we leave this sacred meditation, may every glance, every word, every breath be a continuation of this prayer. Love, observing, love. And so it is. All right, that's it for our live stream tonight. Thank you for tuning in. Have a wonderful night.